Welcome to the Good Morning from the Chicken Coop podcast with Kim Johnson, your creative strategist and master mindset coach. Filled with inspiration, distinctions, perspectives, and possibilities, we help you to cultivate a mindset that leads you to create the best version of yourself you could ever imagine. Join Kim every morning from one of her favorite happy places, her chicken coop, along with all her chickens.
Hey everybody, good morning from the chicken coop. So today I want to talk to you guys about transcending current conditions. Now those current conditions can be current conditions of the world. They could be current conditions in your personal world. They could mean multiple different things. But we're talking about really shifting our focus to something that is more expansive than what we are seeing right in front of us. And part of that, the conditions that we are currently in, whether it's, political, spiritual, whether it's financial, those conditions are subject to how we view them. Everything always takes place from our point of view. And this is hard for us as human beings to understand because we want to always look at the outside and say, I am this way because of this, or I am this way because of that person, or because of this that happened. Well, the truth really comes down to, and it's a hard truth to take on and really own, but the truth is we are that way because of our point of view of it. And there's no denying it. Think about this. Two people go off to war and they both come home. One of them is forever changed because of the conditions that took place and what they saw. The other person comes back completely blessed and talking about how they're focused on what's next in their life, being grateful that they're with their family. The other person is completely focused on everything that they saw and went through. They were at the same war. Now, we don't even have to use something that dramatic. Let's go to the fact that if we're at a party, and if you and I were at a party, and I decided to go and stand next to the speaker at the party, and it was really loud and uncomfortable for me, and I didn't like it because it was so loud, somewhat like the rooster, and it was just really uncomfortable. And you actually went across the room, and you were standing by the table that had all the beautiful food, and you got to talk to people. You, in fact, have a completely different experience than I do. You have a totally different experience. We leave, we get in the car to go home together, and I say, God, that party was so loud. I can't hear myself think at this point. Well, you're like, what are you talking about? It was such a great party. Well, this is based on our point of view and how we choose to take on that information and how we choose to see it. And again, it comes back to, well, I am in control of that. And this is how you transcend your current conditions. So whatever you're dealing with, whatever it is, how you see it matters, and how you focus on it matters. One of the things that I see most consistently with clients when I work with them is their intent on the focus and how they don't want to let go of their point of view and try on a different one. Now, I'm not saying you have to give up your offense, although it is useful to give up your offense and just start from neutral. You can keep it. You can just keep it, and you don't have to try to ditch it. What you do have to do, though, is try on different points of view so that you can transcend the current condition and say, what else could this mean? How else could I see this? What else could I think about in order to bring myself to a different level of awareness? And those particular questions, that particular phrase, of asking yourself, what else could this mean? Or question, not phrase, but it is meant to shift you and help you to see it differently, because the more you allow yourself the thought of possibility, the more likely you are to be able to create a situation in your life that's healthier for you and bring you a different perspective. I always think for me, the word is magic. This is magic. This is what real magic is, because your entire world can change in a moment just by having a different perspective. Just by having a different perspective. There was a story went around a long time ago, no idea if it's true or if it's not true, but it was to the point of exactly what I'm talking about, where this gentleman was on a train in New York and he was looking at another gentleman who was sitting across from him, and the guys had 5 kids with him, and they were running all around. They were being mean, they were being loud, they were shoving each other, and the guy just sat there completely checked out. And this gentleman who was watching it looked at them and was having judgment of it. He was saying, God, this guy can't get his kids under control. He's totally checked out. He's not paying attention. He's not a great dad. And after riding on the train for a few minutes, the guy looked up and he looked across eye to eye to this man and he said, I know they're being really loud. I'm really sorry, but I think they're in a state of trauma. Their mom just passed away a little while ago, and I just don't know what to do, and I don't know how to talk to them about it. And in that moment, the man who had all the judgment, all the thought, all the awful things shifted. And the power of that shift made all of his irritation, all of his frustration, everything went away. So the conditions of the children did not go away. The conditions of the children, they were the same. They were still acting the exact same way. But the difference was what this man thought of it. And that example is probably the best one that I can give you to tell you this is what you do to yourself. Inside your own mind, your own head, your own feelings, your own, bus, if you will, this is what you do. And you create these absolute frames of mind, and they don't serve you. So today, I'm going to challenge you all to start thinking about that perspective and ask yourself, what else could this mean? What else could I make this mean? How else could I see this? What's another perspective? Because your power and your solutions lie right there. Okay, my friends, I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.